Hello, welcome back to Baking Bakers. Today we're going to make granola bars. I'm not promising that they're super healthy, but they are made with love and they're a little bit healthier than the ones that you can buy in the store. So, first thing we're going to do is get a nice big bowl and we're going to put a cup of flaked cereal. You can use Special K. I think this is Fiber One. You can use Wheaties, anything like that. And I actually like to use two different cereals. So I use a cup of the flaked cereal and a cup of crisp rice. You can use whatever you want. So we'll put those in there, both of those. And then we're going to add 2 cups of oats. These are the original. You can use the quick cooking. Sometimes I mix it up and put both in just for the texture. So there's 2 cups of that. To that I'm going to add 1/2 cup of coarsely chopped peanuts. So I just took my peanuts and just chopped them a little bit with a knife. You can put them in your food processor and pulse them a time or two, however you like them. So we'll put that in there. We'll give it a stir. And then we're going to come over to the stove and make the good stuff. Okay, we're at the stove and we're going to use just a small medium-sized saucepan. And I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of a mixture of honey and corn syrup. I like to do about half and half, so I have half honey and half corn syrup. You can use all corn syrup or all honey if you prefer. We'll scrape that out good. So you can see me. And to that we're going to add 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Then we're going to turn our burner on and maybe, oh, it's on. We're going to stir that up. And it's not going to take long to heat through. We want it to just about boil. And when it gets to that point, we will remove it from the heat. Right now it just looks like that. We'll let that cook for just a minute. You don't want to leave it by itself for too long, but I have to grab an ingredient. One of the last things we add are chocolate chips, and I like to put them in the freezer so that they're nice and cold so they won't melt as much. So that's what I was getting. I had put those in the freezer for a little bit. And I'm using regular semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use butterscotch chips, you can use peanut butter chips, you can use mini chips, whatever you want. You can also add dried fruit. My family's not a big dried fruit loving family, so we don't put any of that in. You can use whatever dried fruit you like, or leave it out like I do. This is going to make a 9x9 pan, but when my kids were younger and we were eating a lot of this kind of stuff, I would double the batch, and then I would put it in a 10x15 pan, I believe, bigger than a 9x13. So it doubles easy. I'm going to keep an eye on it so it doesn't scorch. Whoa, about dropped my spatula. It's getting thin. That's what we want it to do. Starting to bubble on the edges, so it's getting close. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat off, remove it from the burner. Then I'm going to add just over a half of a cup of peanut butter. My recipe says a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons. And honestly, I just kind of eyeball it. You can use crunchy, you can use smooth. My family likes smooth. I shouldn't say that. The kids like smooth, the adults like crunchy. We'll just let that melt in there. Okay, that's good. To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You want to add the teaspoon of vanilla last so it doesn't all cook out. So you still get the flavor. Okay, we're going to move this back to the counter. We're back at the counter with our dry ingredients. I'm going to bring my sauce over here. Pour it right over this. It smells delicious. All right, let's mix that up. I have prepared a 9-inch square pan with parchment paper. If you don't use parchment paper, make sure you spray your pan really well or grease it really well. Okay, that is mostly incorporated well. So now I'm going to put my frozen chocolate chips in and stir them in a little bit. And then we're going to dump it right in our pan. I'm going to smush that in there really good. I want it to be nice and firm. Then I'm going to put these in the refrigerator until they're firm. But before I do that, I like to cut them. Even though they're really soft and the cuts might not be still fully cut, it's going to make it a whole lot easier when I go to cut them later. Because they'll be partially cut at least. I'm being careful because I don't want to wreck my pan with this knife. I'm making them small because they're nice and tall. You can cut them however you want. All right, let's put these in the fridge and we'll come back to them when they're cool. Just pulled these out of the refrigerator. They could be in there a little bit longer yet, but I'm gonna take them out. Now, I already pre-cut these, but I'm just gonna go down those same lines and they're gonna cut so much easier than if I had not done that. You can can wrap these individually. That's what I like to do. They can be on the counter for up to a week. I usually store mine in the refrigerator or the freezer. Let's take this one. Looks delicious. Whoop. Oh, tastes so good. Oh, sorry, about lost you. So, I'm gonna wrap these for my family. I hope you make them for your family. While they may not be the healthiest granola bar, at least you can pronounce all the ingredients that are in them, and you probably have most of them or all of them in your pantry right now, and you could make a batch for your family. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, and the description will have the recipe. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and we'll see you next time.